Hey, how's it going, guys, and welcome back. This is Seismic Squid, and today we are doing a $600 gaming PC build. So the holidays have passed and you guys probably have a little bit of money maybe to spend on a budget gaming rig, so I decided I'd throw together a $600 gaming PC. This is actually going to get you a lot of performance for the dollar, and this is the best video that I've seen so far on YouTube for $600 gaming PC. I've really worked hard on getting this together and everything. In addition, this PC is also built around the primary function of being very upgradable, so that you can upgrade this PC to be much better when you have more money in the future. So without further ado, let's get started. So for our CPU, we have an Intel Pentium G3258. Not really a big surprise here, because a lot of these are showing up in budget builds because it's a great CPU for gaming. Although it is a dual core, and some games, namely Far Cry 4, although that is being fixed hopefully, do have problems with dual cores. This will be fine for all games that use single-threaded performance, which is almost all of them. Multi-threading is not very popular in games right now. And anyway, you can overclock this thing to be on par with an i5 4690K or other high-end chips, and you're gonna get great value for your money here. In addition, you can upgrade this thing to an i7 or an i5 higher grade if you want to later to do some video editing or whatever. To keep that thing cool, we're gonna be using a CM Hyper 212 Evo CPU cooler. This is a great CPU cooler, especially for the money, and again, this is going to help with the upgradable thing. So the G3258 can actually be overclocked pretty well in the stock cooler, but this cooler is going to help, especially if you upgrade to an i7 or something like that in the future, but it's also going to be helping keeping the temperatures cool on the G3258 when you're overclocking it. So this does kind of serve a multi-purpose in this build. For our motherboard, we're going to be using an MSI Z97 PC Mate motherboard, and the main reason I'm using this is actually it's a wonderful deal at Micro Center right now, where you can get a Z97 PC Mate by MSI and an Intel G3258 for $100 altogether. That's not to worry though if you don't live near a Micro Center. This thing still fits under $200 even if you don't, but that's going to save you a lot of money if you live near a Micro Center and you can just drive out and get the parts. Anyway, this motherboard is a great motherboard, especially for overclocking in the future. It's Z97, so when you upgrade, you're not going to be having any problems, and it also has high-quality components made by MSI. For our memory, we have 2 sticks of Team Dark 4GB DDR3 1600 memory. This is 8 gigs total, and that's going to be fine for gaming, and since our motherboard supports quad-channel memory, you can easily just buy another one of these and have 16 gigs for upgrading in the future. Again, one of the goals of this PC. Again, 8 gigabytes is going to be fine, and 1600 is fairly standard in memory speed. For storage, you really have 2 options. So the first one is going to really be for the really low budget people. That Western Digital Caviar Blue 1TB 7200 RPM hard drive. Now this is fine for a really budget build, but if you have the extra $50, go for a Crucial MX100 256GB. This thing is going to be a lot faster, going to experience a lot faster boot up times, a lot faster game loading times, and things like that. It's definitely worth the extra $50 if you can spare the extra cash. The video card is where this build really shines. We're using a Gigabyte R9 290 4GB WindForce edition. This is one of the best R9 290s out there due to the fact that it's using a WindForce cooler that has 3 fans, and it's going to be able to cool very well, which allows you to overclock this thing while also getting low temps in games. In terms of gaming, you're going to be able to push Ultra on 1080p and maybe high on 1440p, and this is one of the best cards out there on the AMD side in terms of price for performance. This thing performs about on par with the 970 from Nvidia, except it has higher power consumption and a few other things. But at the price, you really cannot argue with this awesome card. For the case, we're using an NZXT Source 210. This is a great case while not breaking the bank. It's going to be able to fit all our components fine. Of course, it's a mid-tower case, and you are going to have great airflow for this build, and it's all in all a great budget case. In terms of the power supply, we have a Corsair Builder 600 watt power supply. This is a pretty cheap power supply for what you're getting, which is a nice high quality 600 watt 80+ bronze certified power supply. This gets the job done great at a budget. So since I was talking about earlier how this PC is extremely upgradable, I'm going to cover how you would upgrade this thing in, say, a year or so, or 6 months or whatever, when you want to upgrade this. So firstly, for your CPU, you have a G3258 right now. However, that's on the same socket as many higher end chips, such as the i7 4790K. So in the future, you could just buy an i7 4790K, just put it in that motherboard, reapply the thermal compound on the CPU cooler, which is the 121 Evo, and just throw that back on, and you have a very nice, higher performing CPU. To upgrade memory, you just buy another set of the Team Dark 8GB kit of memory, you throw it in, and there you go, you have 16 gigs of memory. For the storage upgrade, you would just buy an SSD if you didn't already to start with this build, and you would transfer all your files from your hard drive over to the SSD, assuming you bought a high enough capacity SSD. Video card upgrades on any PC are never hard because they all just use PCI, there's no sockets or anything like that. So you just buy the new video card, put it in, and take out the old video card. Alternatively, you could buy another R9 290 and crossfire them for theoretically double performance, although it's a little less than double. So that's it for this extremely upgradable, awesome $600 gaming PC build. I do hope you guys enjoyed this and this helped you with your build if you are building a $600 gaming PC. Anyway, if you like this video, please leave a like. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. I'll be sure to get back to you. And if you want to see product reviews, gaming PC builds, and all that sort of stuff, make sure to subscribe. Anyway, that's SSD signing out.